Supporters Collective TV. Back at it? You already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Buy up. Buy up. In a menudo style and direct fashion, we're going to get straight into the content of the day. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that I'm kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel. It's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled and I'm very much appreciative. So gracias. So I'm back, right? I was gone for a few days. Yep. Yes, indeedy, I was. I had things to take care of. I had to pull up. Sometimes in life, you got to keep your shit on the slenders. Pull up. And the winner is. So let me explain something to you, man. I've kept this in the cuts for a while, man. I had court. I had child custody court. For the last 8 years, I've maintained taking care of my child, my daughter, for the last 8 years. And I didn't speak on this case, but I wanted to tell you guys exactly what was going on. The reason why I pulled up to California after the fact, right? Didn't want to say too much because it was an ongoing case and I wanted nothing messing it up. I wanted it all to work out in my favor. And guess what? She's home, right? So, or at least she's back. So trip out on this, right? And then I'm going to tell you guys some stories. What happened in California was nuts, right? It was crazy. There were some different things. So in June, I've had custody of my daughter. She's now 13, my 12-year-old at the time. For the last 8 years, man, I've taken care of her by myself, with help from family and stuff like that. But I've maintained sole physical custody of my child. It's hard for an ex-convict, someone who was in that lifestyle, institutionalized for a long time, to really do that, father. But I did that. That's part of being a man, stepping up and taking care of your responsibilities. So I expressed to all the guys out there, man, that are thinking, man, just because they've been locked up or they've been part of that gang life, you can switch your life around. You can change, man. If you're not going to change for yourself, help me change for your kid, right? I know I did. So I did that for 8 years straight, consecutive, since I think it was 2014, 15 or whatever, right? I got my daughter when she was young. She was only like 3 or 4 years old. And her mother was going through some things. I don't want to speak ill on her mother. It just is what it is, right? But let's just say that she was going through some things on the pipa. And CPS got involved. I got my daughter, And so I've maintained working, juggling work, YouTube, all that, and my kid. Okay, not only that kid, but I also have another little one that I take care of, on the weekends when her mom, lets me slide through, or her mom, lets her come with me. It's all good. We co-parent. She's good. That baby mom is good in the hood. This one was different. So, this summer in June, for the first time, her mom's only seen her like one time in 8 years. But for the first time, she decides, hey, I really want to see her. I want to step up. And, me having a heart and being a good dude like that, I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time. I told my daughter, maybe it's time you visit your mother. Maybe it is that time, right? Mind you, I've never gotten child support, never filed for it because, I know she's a broke bitch, right? She ain't got money like that. She's one of those chicks that you're on welfare every couple of years, 3 years, and then you have another kid and then have another kid. So, you can just maintain. And her boyfriend ain't worth shit, He's an ex-dropout gang member living all up in Merced, trying to chill out there, hiding out from the active homies or whatever, right there. So, right, I let my daughter go visit her. She was going to stay, for a little while, just to visit for the summer vacation. And we were supposed to meet at a certain point. She was supposed to drop my daughter off. Well, she never did. She never dropped my daughter off. Instead, I get a text saying all kinds of crazy shit. You hit her, you did this, you did that. And I said, what? Right? Restraining orders and CPS cases and all kinds of crazy shit. Okay, so now I have to go get the lawyer on deck. So I have to get my lawyer on deck, right? Who's always on deck. And for about 3 or 4 months, we've been fighting this case. Now, I seen another YouTube content creator a couple months ago, another northern writer, right? Speak on it. Because I guess his homeboy got a hold of him and he wanted to talk that shit, calling me all abusers and all kinds of stuff, right? Okay. I'm not even going to reply back at this point. I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and let you talk, homie. Put your chest all out. Cancer patient, you're good, right? I'm going to let you talk. You can talk. You're tough. You know what you're talking about. Talk about gun. Yeah. Guess what? All's well always ends well. when you're an innocent man, when you ain't done nada, right? Which I knew it was all good in the hood. And what happened? Well, we finally went to court, and guess what happened? Ding, 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 ding. I'm gonna tell you what happened. You know, when your old man's beating on you and you're going through all kinds of different changes, man, they're not gonna give you your child. You know, they ain't gonna do that. You know, they're not gonna put that kid in that home. It ain't never gonna happen. Boom. Full, sole, physical custody, all that awarded back to Big Daddy right here, right? Boom. So I won that. So that's why I was in California this past few days. I haven't been doing videos. I had to go back to court. So, man, congratulations to myself. I thank everyone that supported me through this journey along the way. We're going to keep it bumping, keep it continuing. My daughter's home where she needs to be. And everything is everything. Everything's good, man. The judge tore it up. Judge was like, my lawyer tore it up. Like, man, I had to catch him. I'm going to tell you funny story. So I paid my lawyer over 20 racks, right? Like 25 racks total. But I had to give him $7,500. You know, that he was like, hey, make sure you bring your fucking wallet, your checkbook whenever you come. All right, cool, I got you. But I didn't have time. Usually he takes it in money orders. I didn't have time to go do all that, right? Because I was in San Juan. I'm going to tell you guys what happened, the whole pull-up, right? So I go, we do the little court thing, right? And right when I got to court, I ran into him and I'm like, hey. And look, I'll tell you guys what happened. So I pull up, I'm in Merced. I went to court Merced. Yeah, I won't go back to Merced, people say. I was all up in Merced at the courthouse yesterday. Right? So I pull up to the courthouse right there on N Street, park my shit in the front like a sick one, just in case the gun got to bust a quick one, right? Go up in the court, second story, I'm up there. Now trip out on this. As I'm getting off, my lawyer's pulling up, right? So I see him, he's like, what's up? Got my money? You know, them lawyers, man, they're on it. And I said, look, I didn't have time to go get a money order, man. I just got it cash, right? Big old stack, like cash. And he was like, all right, we'll talk after. We'll go to my office. Cool. So we go in there. I see one of my tias right there. She's there to support me, right? So she didn't even know I was coming. Nobody knew I was coming. So we chop it up, right? Well, I said, hey, where's the mom and her old man, right? She saw her around the corner or whatever. Don't go over there and cause no problems. Nah, I'm a nice guy. I ain't causing no problems, right? So I'm right there chilling. And then all of a sudden, I hear something said, Skinner. One of my old school homeboys from the barrio. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to put him on blast. I'm like, what? He's right there. And where he's at standing, I walk up to him like, what's happening, Holmes? What's good, right? Like, are we good? Or what are we going to do? Nah, bro, we're good. Bam, he gives me a hug, shake my bicep, it's all good. Well, my ex and her boyfriend are sitting right there. They don't even know I'm going to come to court, right? They didn't know the whole plan was to win this case and take my daughter home, right? So they look and they see me and all that talking rah-rah shit, all that bad shit, right, went out the window. Now it's all stuck, right? I'm just like, whatever. Bam, chop it up with the homie. We reminisce a little bit. Bam, go into court, win. Just it was like that song. Let me see you toss it up. My fucking lawyer was in there tossing it up. We win. So now, got my kid. Boom. We leave. Yesterday, took a cruise to San Francisco. I'm going to be dropping some shorts. I was all up in Frisco. Cruise back through Oakland. Was all up in Oakland, right? Just doing my thing. But let me tell you about pulling up. So when I pulled up to San Jose. Had me a rental, right? Flew out there from Washington to San Jose. I'm good. And I went to go visit a homie out there, right? And I had a few days before court, so I figured, I'm going to stay out here in San Jose for a day. And so pull up, the homeboy's going to show me around all the barrios. We went to all the barrios, man, with respect. No disrespect. Meadow Fair, Palmas, Capitol Park. I was out there, Brigadoon Park, in Evergreen. That's Lazy Boy's neighborhood. The whole east side, man. The mob on the west side, like just out there. Went to go eat at a few spots. Went to a Palmas Marisco right there in San Juan on the east side. Grubbed. Went to the county jail. So I get there and the homeboy right when I get there, the homeboy's like, hey, I got to go to court at 1:30. He's like, will you roll me? Let's go. Right? So we go to court. And I got videos. I'll show you guys. I'm all up in Santa Clara County, right? The county jail's right there. You can hear like people screaming and yelling out of the county jail. I haven't been out there in a minute, right? So I go up in the court with them, all up in the courthouse. We go through the metal detectors, all that, right? So we're all up in there and, I'm sitting down. I go all the way up in court. So he's waiting on his look. He just has to turn in some like certificate, man. Show that he completed his little class. And so I'm posted right there with him. And I'm peeping. Kind of vatos are kind of noticing me, like, is that Gunner, right? But they're not really saying nothing. And I'm just looking like, that's the last time I checked, right? All up in San Jose with respect, though. And so I'm sitting there, and well, there's a vault. You know how when you go to court, so they have people that are doing their cases or whatever, and then they have a couple guys that are they're in custody. They're sitting up there, right? The deputies, like, kind of separate them. So anyways, there's one, he's a J-Cat. He's wearing brown. He's in protective custody. You could tell, right? And the whole time the judge is talking, they're doing other cases. This guy keeps saying, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. I said bullshit. He keeps saying, right? Finally, the judge is like, he tells the bailiff, hey, come over here, right? The deputy. And he says, remove this dude. This dude's J-Cat now, right? So when the bailiff goes to grab this guy, tell him, hey, let's go. That dude's like, don't fucking touch me. I can walk by myself. And the cop's an older gentleman. He's older, right? And I'm just sitting there watching. There's children in there. People brought their kids. And I damn near said, hey, damn, bro. Why are you J-Cat now? There's fucking kids right there. But it's none of my business, right? But I felt like that. And he tells the cop, the cop says, hey, man, just keep on walking. He goes, and what are you going to do if I don't? What are you going to do? He's all up in the cop's face. What are you going to do? And you can tell the cop wants to slap him in his mouth. Like, that's what I'm going to do, man, right? But eventually another deputy comes and they take him. Well, there's a door right there. All that high power shit he's talking, and what? I ain't scared of you. You're this bullshit. What you going to do? Man, as soon as they got him in the hallway, that's what they were going to do. You could hear his head banging into the wall. He's like, I'm not going to do that no more. He was gone. San Jose was lit. So we ended up doing the little court thing. So what happened is my homeboy goes up. He hands out his little certificate, does what he has to do. And I said, I get up. I'm thinking we're leaving. So I go out in the hallway, right? And he has to still wait for his lawyer to give him the paper, saying that that's it. And as I'm waiting, someone comes up the stairs walking. As soon as he walks up, he's wearing a suit. He's like, hey, bro, I was just watching your video right now. I'm like, shit, I got recognized, which happens all the time, right? So I'm like, what's up? And he goes, what the fuck are you doing in Soho? And I said, hey, I'm just with the homeboy chilling. What's good? He's like, hey, bro, you want to hear a crazy story? 11 years ago, and he's dressed in a suit. He goes, 11 years ago, I was locked up for armed robbery. Now I'm a lawyer and I'm defending someone. And I said, wow, bro, I bet you that's a crazy story. He goes, crazy. So hopefully I could interview this guy and bring that to you one of these days, right? We're going to stay in contact. And then after that, we went to San Jose. I seen all the crazy shit going on. It was nuts out there. But, that's what I did, man. I cruised into Modesto, went to go visit family out there. Again, with respect, man. It wasn't like I was pulling up to, like, try to fight people or disrespect their barrios or nothing like that. I was on my tourism shit, right? I was just chilling. Frisco was a trip. Frisco looked like the atomic bomb hit it. Oh, and let me tell you guys a crazy story. So you guys know. So I flew into Oakland, right? I flew into Oakland, and I had already reserved a rental car in Oakland. And I was going to give me a truck, because, I drive a truck. And once you drive a truck, you don't want to drive a car again. That's just the way it is. So I thought I was sick, so I took a one-way ticket there. My plan was one-way ticket there, get a truck, do the whole little cruising around with the homeboy, and then going and doing the court thing. And then me and my daughter were going to drive back to Washington. I was going to go on a road trip, right? Because I already knew I was getting her back, get my custody back and all that. And so what happened was I get to the rental place, because you pull up to Oakland International, you got to take like a little fucking bus thing right there to the Enterprise place, or where they do the cars, they rent out the cars. And they're not going to give me one because I don't have a round trip ticket. They're making it difficult, right? So me with a bright fucking idea, I'm trying to hustle. I'm a hustler. I'm a born hustler. Like, I'll hustle, right? Now I'm wearing a full Gucci suit, Gucci backpack, whatever, right? I'm not trying to floss. It's just what I had on. Stacking money inside of it because I had to cash this lawyer out and all that. So I went prepared, right? So I got like 10,000 on me, and then I'm fucking like whatever, right? Too flashy. I learned my lesson, right? So I'm like, man, maybe if I leave and go like downtown Oakland or something, I can go to an off-site rental place and maybe they'll rent me a car or whatever, right? Psh, your boy almost didn't make it back. Shout out to the brothers, man. You guys almost got me. Look, true story. Jump in a taxi. I'm like, man, I need to go to the Enterprise downtown Oakland. Dude's like, are you sure? I said, yeah, that's what I said. He said, no, but are you sure, my friend? Because let me tell you, my friend, over there, I don't usually drive there. It's going to cost you, give me $50 tip right now. I'm like, what? He said, give me $50 or I don't go to downtown Oakland. I was like, look, man, let's just go. I got you, right? Nope. Never. Brothers, you guys got that. That's you. That is you. Okay? You need that, you have that. Man, we cruised into downtown. It took about 15, 20 minutes from the airport. We get into downtown Oakland, man. I damn near said turn back, right? That is the most ghetto, most disgusting, most violent, vicious place I ever seen in my life, man. Something happened in Oakland. Even the brothers are trying to get up out of there. It was bad. They dropped me off in front of the Enterprise, right? He's like, good luck, my friend. You want me to wait? Like a dumbass, I'm like, nah, don't wait. I got this, right? I'm thinking I'm going to get a rental. Man, I walked in there. They're bumping, that girl is poison. There's 3 fucking black chicks twerking. Fucking dudes are playing dice in the Enterprise. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is my type of fucking place, right? I walk in that motherfucker. I thought I seen me a fine girl. You know what I mean? What's up, brother? Right? I walk in. Man, all eyes on me. I'm like, I need to rent a vehicle. They're like, we ain't got no vehicles for you. Woo, you ain't from Oakland. I mean, it was like they were gangbanging on me in there. I was like, oh, I got to get up out of here. So now I'm stuck, and man, I'm wearing all this Gucci. Motherfuckers is looking at me. They're surrounding me like this. I'm like, it's black and brown, brother. It's black and brown, right? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Call it Uber. They come swoop me up, get me up out of there just in the nick of time before a brother takes my Gucci backpack, right? Because they're looking. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to find my place. I'm gonna have to find myself out of this war zone, right? I ended up going back to the airport, getting me round trip tickets. Like, fuck this, right? For me and my kid. And was able to do that, right? The thing is, I did pull up to California. That's where I was, man. That's why I haven't been doing videos, but I'm back on it, man. I see that a lot of topics that done breezed past me. I was so busy, I didn't have time to do it. But I feel great, man. I went and got my child back, full custody, re-granted, everything good, man. All that fucking drama, hearsay, and all the bullshit that was going on, man, is done. Unfounded, of course. It's crazy in life, man, that, you know, you can slander someone's name and defecate on their character and defamation of character and all these different things, man, without any evidence or anything, nothing. Just say it and fuck it. It is. But I want to send a shout out, man, to my baby's mom's old man, because I couldn't have done it without you, bro. You know, if you weren't as stupid and dumb and as ugly as you look, bro, none of this would have been possible. But thank you. I appreciate it, man. You know, now maybe next time you get a job. And if you have a job and you work, then you'll be able to, you know, help your old lady get a lawyer. But until then, you know what you need to do? You need to take a shower and change that same old dusty-ass Raiders jersey you were wearing. Look, trip out on this. I'm going to tell you guys some real shit. And this guy can get as mad as he wants. I don't give a fuck, right? All that bumping baking soda breath when I was right there in front of him. And he was the one bumping baking soda breath, not me. Oh, he's a this, he's a that. I'm going to do this when I see him. I'm right there. Right there. Right? Oh, he knows not to come to Merced. Motherfucker, you from Sakura. You're a Northern Rider, bro. Remember, I got your rider, bro. If they find you, you're in through, man. You're only alive in that area because of me. Right? We'll just say that. But when I dropped my daughter off to visit, you know, they were just supposed to visit and bring her back, right? Like normal people do. Co-parenting is called, right? Out of the kindness of my heart, I didn't even have to do this shit, but I'm a nice guy. I thought those wearing a dusty-ass Rich Gannon Raider jersey. Old school. With the red fucking shorts. You know the ones that you get at fucking the Asian stores? The old school red shorts with the long white socks? You know, these fools, some fucked up ass fucking Air Force Ones, right? It's now a couple months later. You know, few months later since you never abducted my kid and never brought her back and all this, and I have to go through this and you fuck with your hood rat old lady, right? That I've already been like a long time ago. Like you're getting bro, you're getting a salad that's been tossed 100 times after me, right? I ain't mad. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm trying to look out for you, eh? I mean, it's like if you think the fucking asshole is like that because of you, nah, it been like that, right? Been like that. So anyways, the motherfucker was wearing the same exact dirty ass fucking outfit at court. Man, if you don't, do you understand that Rich Gannon's been fucking, he's in the Hall of Fame already, buddy? Or if he's not, he's damn near going to go there, hopefully, right? Like, what the damn? If you're going to wear a throwback, wear a Bo Jackson, not a Rich Gannon. I mean, and I'm not talking about like how I dress, like nice, you know what I mean, clean. No, I'm talking about motherfucker looks like take a shower, bro, this is court. You know what I'm saying? Even the homies, ghetto as fuck, from the Vaudeville are looking at him like, damn, who's that? What the fuck? That dinky, that guy, right? Anyways, the winner is, I appreciate him because without him and all his fucked up quack tattoos on his face, I would have never did this. So gracias. So that's where I was at, man. I had a great time in San Jose, great time in Modesto, great time in Merced, great time, man. And I'm back. And that's what was going on. So if I've been like out of my element or seemed like a little distant in the last videos these last few months, because I've been going through a lot of shit, you know, trying to get my kid and all that, man. You know, my kid was kidnapped from me. She's home now. The gun.